Веќе реков на видеоврска од Атина го имаме Јанис Армаколас, професор на Универзитетот Македонија со седиште во Солун и истражувач на познатата грчка think tank организација Елијамеп. Со него ќе разговараме за исходот од вчерашното гласање во Грција, во кое опозицијската Нова демократија оствари убедлива победа и на европските и на локалните избори, пошто премиерот Алексис Ципрас објави дека веднаш ќе оди на предвремени парламентарни избори. Професор Армаколас, добро вечер.
Hello.
Која е логиката на Ципрас да оди на вонред избори за кои знае дека ќе ги загуби?
Listen, it was a heavy defeat for the government. I think they were expecting that the margin would be smaller. Even New Democracy, I think, was expecting that the victory would not have been so big. So given the 9.5 percentage points difference, it makes it very difficult for Tsipras and his government to stay in power for another 4 months. Of course, they have the parliamentary majority to do so, but the electoral mathematics, so to say, of Greece make it almost compulsory for him to go to elections now. The reason is because if they would wait for another 4 months until late September or early October to hold elections, they could have even worse result and bigger difference between Nea Demokratia and Syriza. So for them, it's important to go to elections now in order to keep the distance between the Nea Demokratia, which will be first party, and Syriza, which will be the second party, in the same more or less difference, the same gap. I think one of the things that many analysts say is that it was possibly a mistake that Tsipras and Syriza did not go to elections together with the European elections, in the sense that they could have had a better result in the elections if it was held together with the European elections. That is gone now. So for Syriza, the point is how to minimize the damage and make sure that it remains the second biggest party with a significant high percentage so that they can continue to challenge Nea Demokratia as opposition in the near future.
И кога зборуваме за тешки одлуки во мандатот на Сириза, меѓу нив е и договорот од Преспа, колку тој договор е виновен за ваквиот резултат на владеачката партија на вчерашните избори?
Listen, about this issue, I am among these people who tend to believe that the issue has been key in the public discourse, but it has not so much influence of the people's decision to vote. The studies that I have read about the issue before the elections showed that it was not so important for everybody. It was important for right-wing voters, and it was important for northern Greece, but not for everybody. Therefore, I think what happened with possibly, it remains to be seen, and I think we'll need to do more analysis to find out what exactly happened. But my impression is that this issue had the following effect. It strengthened and solidified the right-wing vote, so it gave even more arguments to those people who wanted to vote Nea Demokratia or wanted to vote against Syriza, and also strengthened Nea Demokratia in the north. This issue played a role in the north. But even in that case, for northern Greece, it was not uniform influence. For example, Central Macedonia and Eastern Macedonia, we saw that Nea Demokratia increased its difference from Syriza significantly. But Western Macedonia, we saw that the damage was not that big for Syriza. So it's an issue that played a role, but it was not the determining one for the defeat of Syriza.
Со оглед на тоа што изборите во Грција се очекуваат на крајот на јуни, главното прашање што се поставува овде во нашава земја е: ако земјава не добие одлука за почеток на преговори на Европскиот совет во јуни, тогаш како кон ова прашање ќе се постави веќе се поизвестно новиот грчки премиер Мицотакис?
I think the leader of the opposition has not said that they will try to block the start of the accession negotiations of North Macedonia. He has said that he will use veto whenever necessary during the accession negotiations. So according to the official position of New Democracy, the start of the accession negotiations is not in danger, but it remains to be seen how relations will develop, will evolve during the accession negotiations. However, there are opposing views within Nea Dimokratia. There are important segments and important figures within the party who would like to have a stronger, more rejectionist policy towards North Macedonia. And these are important figures within the party. And I would say there are even, to some extent, two different views within the party. The view which is more moderate and it's held by the leader and important figures, and another view which is even a bit more hardline, which is held by the former prime minister and other important figures in the party. It remains to be seen what will be the balance of power between these two options. But after this big victory in the European elections, which I expect to be replicated in the general elections, I think the new prime minister, the next prime minister, Mitsotakis, will have the upper hand, and for a while he will be in position to set his own terms on everybody within the party. And if he will want to follow a moderate policy on the issue of North Macedonia, I expect that for a while he will be in position to do that. But remains to be seen, of course, after the elections.
Професор Марколас, благодарам за гостувањето во 360 степени.